Greetings, this is Charlie Wharton and welcome to our Creating Contentment podcast. Our goal with this effort is to try to get a head start on making the most of our opportunities, hopefully helping you to get your week started on the right foot. We'll try to lay some groundwork for developing the contentment that can lead to an abundant life. So let's start with a question. Are you satisfied with the way things are going? One of the challenges of finding contentment is when our environment doesn't feel really good. It could be because of a general malaise or a sense of apathy that surrounds us, but it also could be the result of some kind of a negative influence we feel is leading us in the wrong direction. Well, no matter the reason, when we start to feel the negative vibe of our environment, it can help us to lose our contentment. When this happens, we can complain about what is happening, or we can just retreat into our own world of self-pity, or we can do something about it. We can become leaders. Often when we think about leadership, we envision people that are the movers and shakers at the top of the food chain. Yet that's not the best definition of leadership. Leadership is not about position and authority. According to people like John Maxwell, leadership is influence. And the best news about leadership is that it can come from any level and it can have a 360-degree influence. Now, let's take a deeper look into this concept and see how we can not only help others, but we just might be able to improve our attitudes. Simply put, leadership is influencing others to become the best people that they can be. One of the common misnomers about leadership is that it can be used to force people into situations that benefit an individual or an organization, but that's not leadership, that's manipulation, and it's the product of some sort of institutional power. Conversely, true leadership is working with people to help them grow and develop. True leaders not only have the best interests of others in mind, they also utilize their abilities to help the people around them grow, develop, and succeed. Those who seek positions of leadership to advance their own cause are missing the basic premise of servant leadership, leadership in its purest form. Modern leaders need to possess 4 qualities to help them to lead others. The first one is empathy. If our goal is to help, we need to understand people. We may not be able to feel the way they feel, but when we attempt to see the world through their eyes, we can help them become successful. A second E is empowerment. While leaders can provide expectations, they empower others to use their own talents and aptitudes to be successful. Micromanagement not only takes away from what leaders are called to do, it also sucks the spirit right out of people. When leaders empower others to do what they can, people develop a sense of trust that allows them to feel secure in the roles that they play. By the way, not only does this create a sense of security, it also enhances innovation and productivity. The third thing that we need to keep in mind if we want to be leaders is that we need to educate. Leaders not only help people find the tools they need to be successful, leaders also show them what they need to know and do. But there's an interesting parallel to this, and that is that leaders also give these folks a chance to fail forward, to learn from their mistakes. Fear of failure, especially when the consequences of that failure is unknown, can deflate those who make mistakes and incapacitate those who are scared to let other people down. If leaders are going to inspire people to move forward, they have to allow them to stumble, then be there to pick them up, dust them off, and send them off with the confidence to take the next step. The last concept of leadership that we're going to cover here is encouragement. It's easy to be critical of failure, but we must also celebrate success. This is the old carrot and stick concept. When people strive for celebrated success rather than fear the punishment of missteps, they'll be in a better personal place. Not everyone wants a big celebration when they successfully complete a goal, even though some people do. But we all have a way that we want to be appreciated. Good leaders know how we like our carrots served and make sure everyone feels appreciated. Daniel Goleman, the father of the modern emotional intelligence movement, advocates for what he calls resonant leadership. He describes resonance as a reservoir of positivity. Not only do we hope that good things can happen, we also work with people in a positive way that leads to helping them find contentment in their own lives. If we are looking for a way to change our world, we need to take the lead in helping those around us become the best they can be. This isn't just the job of supervisors today, and often this isn't the motivation for managers, but it's necessary to become a leader in today's world. How can we be effective in such a volatile world? You may have heard a quote that's attributed to Gandhi that states, "You must be the change you wish to see in the world." If we're tired of feeling the discouragement around us, we have a responsibility to brighten the corner where we find ourselves. If we truly want to make things better, we can't sit back and complain about how bad things are. We must become people who foster change. No, not all of us will be called to lead our companies or the government, but we can have a positive impact on the people around us. That's 360-degree leadership because we encourage the people above us, below us, and around us to be the best they can be. Now, there's one other positive application of true leadership. It will not only change the people we lead, it can also help us feel the change in our lives. The Apostle Paul wrote, "Do not be overcome by evil, but overcome evil with good," in Romans chapter 12, verse 21. You may have heard it's better to light a candle than curse the darkness. Folks, we have a choice. We can complain about the darkness that surrounds us, or we can become the good that lights the way. We wish you the best as you work your way through your week. We hope that you'll lead others toward fulfillment as you go through your journey in finding your way. And we hope that you'll join us next week for another chance to discuss ways we can create contentment.